Oh my god, guys, I'm finally here to talk about King's Cage by Victoria Aveyard. And it's totally getting dark right now. I thought I had light. It's still light out there, but it doesn't look like it on here. But guys, I finally did it. I finally read this goddamn sequel. And Warstorm is coming. I bought it. It's coming in the mail, and it did come out only recently. And I was like, I gotta read this book. Like, I really need to read King's Cage, and I did it. It took forever, but I did it. So this book review is going to have the spoilers in it, so don't watch if you have not read, which is the same warning I give in all my spoiler videos. Let's get into it. My trusted book, but like saying, honestly, I went into this book expecting to hate it because Glass Sword was so shit. I didn't even know how to feel. So my expectations are normally about here. Glass Sword was like down to the floor. So, because of that, I actually kind of enjoyed this book, like the smidge. It got a 3 stars where Glass Sword got 2, so it's not much, but it's enjoyment of some sort in this series again because Red Queen is my bae. That book got 5 stars and it just went downhill. It just down the hill. I didn't hate this book, but I didn't love it. It was okay, but it was very boring. In a sense, so it took me forever to read. The book is literally so dense that I felt like I was dying when I was reading this. Like, it took me 8 days to read this book, and I know that's not as bad as Children of Blood and Bone, but still, it just felt like it was going on and on and on and on, and all it was Mare chucking plates at the ceiling, and then Maven, and then chains, and then bullshit, and nothing actually happening. Oh my god, I just wanted the book to end the whole time I was reading it. As I said, I did not like how long Mare was Maven's prisoner. I thought it might have lasted like 100 pages. It just went on forever and nothing happened. Like, seriously. There was just so many scenes of Mare and Maven just sitting there staring at each other with power plays happening, and like Mare trying to make him feel things and Maven just trying to make her feel things. Like, I'm just sitting there just like... Honestly, I just don't feel for Mare anymore. I don't care if the bitch dies. I don't care if she gets hurt. If her family dies, that's a bit concerning because I don't like people feeling pain like that. But like, honestly, who cares? Like, she became so bad in book 2, and honestly, it was so funny because I've read King's Cage and then I went and watched my Glass Sword review, and my god, I was so sugarcoating how I felt about that book. I'm just there like, oh my god, it's amazing. I don't like Mare and I don't love the love interest because, like, you know, it's annoying. It's just to speak the truth because I ripped this book so much now. Back then, I did not. Mare had this whole thing where she had to be protected all the effing time. Every other bitch could die, but she had to be safe because she was some special lightning girl chick, and now she's realizing that she can die. She can fight for other people. She needs to put other people before herself, and she is making up for what she was like in the second book. So I'm happy the characters are actually seeing her and seeing her be a nice person, and it was really good. Even though I wasn't feeling for Mare, she is an interesting character, and I have thought this since book 1. Like, she's pretty smart for being a red who lived in like the slums. Like, she only went to school until she was like 13 and she doesn't know that much, but she's really good with tactical kind of stuff, and that was really interesting in this book because she's trying to pick up information that she can use and watching people, and it was pretty cool. But the one problem with Mare is she makes so many dumb decisions. Like, my god, like, not so much this book because she's literally stuck in a cage and she can't do anything. She doesn't have the chance to make the dumbass decisions that would make everything worse. But man, book 2, man, she was just like making dumb decision. So hard to read. Saying I always liked Cal. He's just a precious cinnamon roll. He was the nice prince who just wanted to help a red by giving her a job at the palace, and then just shit hit the fan. And like, it was so annoying because he was such a mess in this book. Like, seriously, get over it. Mare's dead. Just leave it. Just go fight. Just get out of there. Don't be a soppy sook, man. I am annoyed with his decision to go for the throne after all, though, because I always thought that he would end up being on the Scarlet Guard's side, and he was always, you know, going from the Scarlet Guard to the Silvers. Like, not that he was gonna end up hurting them, but the fact that he kept saying he doesn't want the throne with all the corruption around it, and the minute he gets a chance to, he's just like, I'm gonna be the king, and Mare's like, bitch, breaks up with him. Like, honestly, it was just so annoying though, because we want Tiberius the 17th or whatever. We want you on the throne, get your brother out of there. And I'm just like, no, because like, you know, obviously it's like, oh my god, he can't be with Mare, as if I care. But you know, it was just like, what in the hell? I have to say, I have never been the biggest fan of Mare and Cal's relationship, and I did talk about this in my Top 5 Tuesday video, but we're gonna get into it now. We're getting into it. It was kind of cute in the first book. Like, I do love this forbidden romances, you know, like they're both engaged to other people and they actually love each other and they're hiding Mare because of her blood and it was all fun. And then Alara made Cal kill his own father, then framed him for the murder, and then Maven was on the throne. Shit got real. Like, shit got real. That was one of the worst cliffhangers in the whole entire world. And like, I don't know how people can get past something like that. Like, I just couldn't see them being a working relationship after that. Like, they're both different now, and I feel like they're too different to like mesh and be in a happy and be in a relationship. And like in this book, you know, they're all having sex and they're all saying I love you, and then they break up. Like, they're always breaking up too, and they're always like, you can't distract me because I need to be like all about myself. Like, and I also think Mare don't need no man up in this bitch. She's a confident, strong, beautiful woman who don't need Cal in her life, and Cal is too good for her. She deserves some slummy ass bitch to be her boyfriend, and Cal deserves a princess. That is all I'm saying. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I feel bad for Maven. Like, I honestly didn't know that I could feel remorse towards my feelings for him. I felt so betrayed by what Maven did to his dad, and actually being behind everything and killing so many people and just becoming a villain in the matter of a page. I could not get over that. Like, literally for like months after I read this book, I just couldn't stop thinking about this ending, and I was just like, I hated him, but it was all because of Alara. Alara made him the way he is. She literally made him to be a monster and to not feel, and she messed with his brain, and it's just awful. She made him so that he wouldn't love his father or Cal, and she made it that he couldn't dream. She forced him to walk by scaring him. Like, Maven loved a man named Thomas during the war when he was up near the front checking everything out, and he fell in love with him, and then Thomas died in this fiery explosion, and we don't really know if it was Maven who did it or just an explosion, but you kind of assume it was Maven because he's got the fire abilities. And his mother took that love away from him, and now Maven just has this weird feeling around love, because it's like, it's one of the hardest things to take away is like romantic love, but it was just like, he remembers it, but it's just, he's so stuffed up in the brain. And like, can you believe it that Maven's bi? Like, we actually have a bi character, and I was just like, yes. And Maven thinks that what he feels for Mare is love, but it's obsession, because he can't feel it. It's a very strange type of love, because Alara tried to take that away from him. The person that he feels most attached to is Mare, and he wants to be with her, but he doesn't understand the feelings. And Mare does understand him now, but she can never be with him. But I honestly think that Mare and Maven would be a better relationship than Mare and Cal. I'm not shipping either, I'm just stating that. Like, it's not healthy or real or anything that what he feels for her, but it was an interesting part of the story to actually have that chapter where he talks about what his mum did and how he couldn't even answer what Mare was saying because he just didn't get it. And I was just like, ugh. I love so much that Farley was pregnant, like, because I looked at her again with my old review, I thought it meant that Shade was going to ask her to marry him. But no, what that dude was saying about the vision was that she's pregnant and she had a little baby and she called her Clara, and it was so sweet that Farley's just going around into battle with just a big ass pregnant belly, and I was just like, yes. And Mare was so just like, oh, Shade's gonna be a dad and he never gonna see that baby. Love Shade so much, I just still don't get why he died. Evangeline, if that's how you say her name, Evangeline was an interesting character and a POV, because I thought Cal was going to have a POV, but it was actually Evangeline, and I was just like, oh, this is interesting. It was always the scary person who could control metal, like, she was always like that kind of, ooh, she's evil. And like, I actually liked being in her head to understand why she's the way she is, like the way that her parents were so strict on her and how she was raised to be a queen, and all the things that she did was to be with Cal, but now she tried to be with Maven, and also she has a girlfriend, so more diversity. Like, I love that her brother married her lover, and then Evangeline was going to marry the king so that she could have her lover there and her brother could be there. Like, they're all mixed here. Like, it's all great. Like, it's a great family relationship, like what her brother would do for her. And I have to say, I also forgot who Cameron was when I started reading this book, because it just randomly had this POV from Cameron's point of view, and I'm like, who are you? Like, I don't even remember her from the second book. Like, I didn't mention her in my review at all, so to have this random person's point of view was interesting. Apparently a lot of people hate her, and I don't understand it because she seems pretty cool. But again, I don't really remember who she is, so I'm just reading about how she can like silence people and kill them and all that, which is like kind of cool. I'm glad this book was better than Glass Sword. Not by much. I complained a lot in this video, but it's better. And oh my god, this got so dark. Is my thingy just lying to me? No, this is really dark. I'm so sorry if you can't see me because like I'm too lazy to put my light on. Yes, to finishing this book. Oh my god, to Warstorm, because that book is like 700 pages long or some shit. I'm gonna die. I really hope to read that soon. but I've still got my pile of books just like here on the floor. I'm gonna do an unboxing for you guys when everything turns up, because I bought more books after I bought all the last ones, so I'm gonna have like 20 packages or something. So bad, it's so bad. I'm in denial. Okay, he's like, don't tell me that I have too many books on my TBR, because I know, and it's killing me little by little every single day. But I just try to read, and what I'm doing is rereading books that I've already read, which is totally helpful. But anyway guys, thanks for watching this book review. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!